The words came from the greatest to ever hold a racket. Serena Williams, the 23-time Grand Slam champion, the woman who had dominated tennis for 2 decades, had been watching. She had seen the 21-year-old from Quezon City conquer the world's best. She had watched her defeat the defending Wimbledon champion on center court. She had witnessed the Filipino fan army take over stadiums from Melbourne to Toronto. And when Serena Williams finally spoke, the tennis world stood still. She has become the Philippines' greatest tennis hero, Williams reportedly declared. But what did the GOAT see that others were missing? What makes Alex Eala's journey so extraordinary that even the greatest player in history felt compelled to recognize her? And what does this moment mean for a nation of 110 million people who have finally found their champion? Speaks, the world listens. Williams, widely regarded as the greatest tennis player of all time with 23 Grand Slam singles titles, has been watching Alexandra Eala's meteoric rise with keen interest. The 44-year-old legend recently returned to the tour after 4 years away, making her comeback during the grass court season. And she has taken notice of the Filipino sensation who has been taking the tennis world by storm. To reports from Manila, Serena Williams has heaped praise on Eala, declaring that she has become the Philippines' greatest tennis hero. For a nation that has produced boxing legend Manny Pacquiao and gymnastics star Carlos Yulo, this is no small statement. Williams' words carry immense weight. She has seen generations of champions come and go. She has played against the best the sport has ever produced. And when she acknowledges a player's greatness, it means something. But Williams' connection to Eala goes beyond mere observation. The two players were on a collision course at Wimbledon, with a potential second-round matchup that had fans salivating. Analysts predicted that Eala's left-handed slice, serve, and ability to play angles would make her a challenging opponent for the returning legend. Ultimately, Williams fell to Maya Joint in the first round, while Eala went on to defeat Joint and then stun the defending champion Iga Swiatek. The dream match didn't happen, but the respect between the generations was already established. To understand why Serena Williams' words are so significant, one must understand the journey that brought Alex Eala to this moment. Her story is one of sacrifice, perseverance, and unwavering belief. She grew up in the Philippines, a nation where basketball is king. According to ESPN, more basketballs bounce on neighborhood courts in a day than tennis balls do in a month. Eala learned the sport on a tennis court painted over with basketball lines, forced to adjust her serve around hoops hanging above her head. She was first introduced to tennis by her late grandfather, Roberto Maniego, whom she affectionately called Lolo Bob. Starting at just 4 years old, she trained under his guidance every day on the makeshift court. At 13, she moved to Spain to train at the Rafa Nadal Academy, leaving behind her family, her friends, and everything familiar. The sacrifice was immense. She would wake up before dawn for fitness training, spend hours perfecting her strokes, and study late into the night. Her coaches noticed something special, not just her talent, but her mindset. She was unflappable, calm under pressure, and always hungry to improve. In her own words, reflecting on the courts where she grew up, "I grew up on a court where a basketball court was painted over a tennis court. There would be basketball hoops. I couldn't really step back a lot, because then I would hit the basketball hoop." Those humble beginnings became the foundation of one of the most remarkable rises in Philippine sports history. Eala's list of historic achievements is staggering. She became the first Filipino to win a junior Grand Slam singles title at the 2022 U.S. Open. She was the first Filipino in the Open era to win a Grand Slam main draw singles match. She became the first Filipino to win a WTA Tour singles title after her triumph at the Mubadala DC Open, where she defeated world number 3 Jessica Pegula 4-6, 6-4, 6-0. She climbed to a career-high world number 20 in the WTA rankings. At Wimbledon 2026, she made history by becoming the first Filipino in the Open era to reach the 4th round of a Grand Slam. Her third-round victory over defending champion and world number 3 Iga Swiatek on center court was the biggest win of her career. She also became the first Filipino in the Open era to beat top 10 opponents and to reach a WTA Tour final. Senator Lorraine Lagarde filed Senate Resolution 504 honoring Eala for her historic run to the fourth round, describing it as the highest achievement yet by a Filipino in the Open era and a moment of pride for the nation. Senator Mark Villar also filed a resolution, declaring that Eala's victory is proof that Filipino athletes are world-class. Eala has been showered with praise from the highest offices in the land. And now, Serena Williams has joined the chorus. Eala's connection to the Williams family extends beyond Serena's praise. She has formed a close bond with Venus Williams, partnering with the seven-time Grand Slam champion in doubles at the Bad Homburg Open, where they reached the quarterfinals. The duo reunited at the National Bank Open in Toronto, playing together once again. Venus has been incredibly encouraging, even suggesting that Eala should play with Serena in the future. "Yeah, I think Alex has got to put on her list to play with Serena one day," Venus said with a laugh during a post-match press conference. Eala responded, "Oh my God." The prospect of Eala playing doubles with Serena Williams is a tantalizing thought for tennis fans. Venus added, "Then she can complete the Williams sisters." Venus also spoke warmly of their partnership, saying, "We had a great time playing in Bad Homburg, so we were looking forward to playing again. Would love for there to be future times." When Venus was asked about Eala's decision to skip doubles in Washington to focus on singles, she was understanding. "Didn't work out this time. Would love for there to be future times. We'll see what happens," she said. Eala explained her decision. "Venus is someone who deserves a partner who can give their all physically, emotionally, mentally when they're on court with her. Right now, I think I can only do that for singles." The respect between the generations is mutual and profound. The Eala effect has become a global phenomenon. The Filipino fan army has transformed tournaments around the world. In Melbourne, hundreds of fans packed Court 6, waving flags and chanting her name. In Toronto, tickets sold out within 30 minutes, forcing organizers to marvel at the unprecedented demand. Tournament officials admitted they had never seen a player ranked outside the top 5 have this type of effect. Eala's popularity has drawn comparisons to boxing legend Manny Pacquiao, and she has even shared a special moment with him after her Wimbledon run. When Eala won her first WTA title, she addressed the Filipino crowd in Tagalog. "Lingo lingo ko kaong nakikita, sinusuporta ako. Lingo lingo kong nakikita kan gaano nyo kamahawang kapfa, nyo Pinoy kaye proud na proud akong Majin Pinoy." The moment moved millions. She has become more than a tennis player. She is a symbol of hope, resilience, and national pride. As one columnist wrote, "She is more than a tennis star. She has become a symbol of perseverance, grace, and possibility for a country that badly needs examples of courage under pressure." Her journey from a basketball court in Quezon City to center court at Wimbledon is the stuff of legend. She has inspired a generation of young Filipinos to pick up a racket and dream of greatness. She has shown that champions can come from anywhere. And when Serena Williams says you're your country's greatest tennis hero, the world takes notice. The Philippines has finally found its champion, and the world is watching. From a basketball court painted over with tennis lines to the greatest stages the sport has ever seen, Alex Eala has proven that champions aren't defined by where they start. They're defined by how far they rise. When Serena Williams, the greatest of all time, calls you a nation's hero, your legacy is already etched in history. Her journey is far from over, but her place among the legends is already secured.